if I have all the ammunitions, and people are not educated? Like Chevrolet asks, the people on the street, how many of them are security conscious? People drive. I've been on set here some time ago, and I said, women and children are the target because they know that they're the weakling. So most time you are driving, do you know what you do?
Let me
No, what do you do?
What do you do? What do you do that you're going to be aware of your environment? Don't drive bumper to bumper. Give yourself a space. No matter, don't be tempted to say, okay, because somebody's going to drive into your phone and you want to drive.
Even if you're close, yes. Call your sorts of names.
Thank you.
Maintain your calm.
Sometimes we are in the vehicle, we are busy with problems, with issues. I ask people, you have a problem, you cannot solve it? No. Why worry? You have a problem, you can solve it? Yes. Why worry? So when we're in the vehicle, we need to understand that inside that vehicle, it is the most dangerous time because you are just in the four corner.
Mr. Moore,
yeah.
If you don't mind,
yeah.
I'd like you to slow down a bit.
Okay.
We don't have time, but slow down a bit and let's break it down.
Okay.
You're in a vehicle, in the four corners of that vehicle,
yeah.
You're there. What should you be looking out for? First steps. Then what should parents teach their children as they step out every day?
Okay, let me take the last one. What should a parent tell the children? First of all, we tell our children, don't go out with a stranger. If a stranger call you, don't know. But sometimes we have good strangers. I tell parents, this time I go to school to educate them. First of all, from age 3, your children need to know that no auntie or uncle outside there should call them to come, that I want to send you an errand. I want to ask you a question. No, I don't have the right to call a kid for a question. If they do that, you know that you suspect something. If, for example, I'm inside a car and 2-3 people are inside with an auntie or with 2 uncles, I use this language now because we're talking about parents, about kids, who will be listening. The point here is that parents need to get their kids to understand. And again, this is very important. We see so many children, sometimes they walk alone to school. We encourage schools to get them to walk in group, whether public or private school. Then again, school bus. Sometimes you see a whole lot of school bus being jam-packed with children. As we know, schools who want to have a safe school, we need to have more buses and plan their routes and have what we call a liaison officer to be inside that bus, not an auntie. Sometimes what they see is a woman inside the bus. You need to have a security person inside that bus. That's it. Then coming back to if you are inside a vehicle, and what do? To me, I always say, use your inner mirror, your rear mirror, and drive safely and look at who is coming. Who is coming behind you? Do sometimes 360 degree. If this person is following you, you will know that he's following you. But the truth of the matter is that most of us, when inside the vehicle, we are carried away.
You know, there's a challenge. I hope I didn't. I hope he has not going to interrupt what you did ask him, because this just popped up. You say, well, they need to be a lot more security conscious, ensure that they put certain persons in buses and things of such. What then happens if the people that society looks up to, maybe you attach 2 policemen, okay, you're detailed here, you go check that, and then in the course of the event, they're sleeping?
Well, we definitely going to have some such things like that sometimes. But again, I always tell people, I always tell the government, we don't need police to do all those things. In South Africa, just how many few kilometers away from Nigeria, private securities are the one that is trained to do these things. I remember, like my friends told me, say, Richard, why can't we advise government to have liaison officers in schools? Those are trained security officers. In
liaison officers
of police in schools. So they liaise with the teachers and liaise with the private security. So if there's anything, that liaison officer is the one that will advise them for anything.
Yeah, but don't.
Well, listen. Do you know that today we have police guiding clubs, guiding some unnecessary things in Nigeria, and the things that are important are left out. The former Prime Minister of UK, is it Gordon? What's his name again? If I can remember his name.
Which one? Gordon Brown.
Gordon Brown, yeah. He did have his safe school, and over £10 million is lying idle in UK, and they are expecting schools to come and ask for. Are we taking that advantage in Nigeria? In America, in UK, in Israel, those things are working. Having liaison officers in schools.
What do you think if states were to, for instance, say, well, henceforth, if anybody is going to build either a house or school, a theater, whichever, they must give priority to security architecture.
They don't need to tear them down. That's what's supposed to be obtained.
But it turns out that you have to, because
that's the
people are
country
not
for you.
doing it.
I can walk around Lagos State. I think Lagos State government, they are listening, because I know they are listening right now. There's a whole lot of schools in Lagos here that are very porous. We're not even talking about safety right now, we're just talking about security. I've seen a school has no compound and they're about 4-story building. And that's all they have. And they're all kids flying up and down. We need to take, just like you said, the moment you are building a school, the first thing you consider is security and safety. But we don't need government to push us to do that. Those are the things we should consider. And again,
no, but can we take anything for granted? Now that we're in this situation, you have to just do whatever you can. If it means repeating some of these things every day, it will help.
Yeah, it will help. But again, people need to sit back now. I think schools need to go back and call security consultant. Come and look at my school. What can I do? How can we do it? I provide security service for a school out of Lagos, and it's a massive school, and they are in boarding house. They called in the moment this thing happened, and I told them what to do. First of all, I said, with all the things we put on ground, we're going to take our time to educate the children on issue of security. If, for example, there's a gunshot in your school, what do? You go flat down, you crawl, go to safety and other stuff, make phone calls and other stuff. Then, if there is somebody that you see at odd hour, what do? Do you look out? Do you just look away? Even if you see this private security, or you see the liaison officer in your school doing something wrong, the student should have that authority to report.
Should homes get guns and go and get licenses from the police?
No, because we're going to misuse it. That caused me to also have a community police.
If you have license,
if you have license, the license you have is for den gun. Den gun cannot do anything, and if you cannot use it, you are in trouble. Because I've seen a family who has a den gun, who has the license, and the man tried to use it. Unfortunately, while he cocked it, it could not go, and it was gone down. So sometimes
he had a license for a gun. He didn't know how to use.
I'm sorry.
How did he get the license?
Maybe I have not used that gun for a while. That gun could have been under the bed, and he had the need to use it, but didn't remember what to do. So sometimes I advise no. But what I'm saying, if Nigerians are really thinking about security, government are thinking, we need what we call community policing right now. We really need people to be involved in security. Government should invest in security education.
After the Chibok incident, the president then, Goodluck Jonathan, had the Safe School Initiative.
Yep, I heard it.
So you heard it?
Yeah. Nothing happened.
How successful was that?
Nothing happened. Nothing. A whole lot of money were asked to be donated. I think Dangote or $10 and other stuff, I think they were invited to. But at the end of the day, who follows up on that? Who follows up? You see, I run a security organization, and I keep saying it. To me, it's not about money when you run a security business anywhere in the world. Government needs to learn to carry private sector. We have over 5 million of our men in every nook and cranny of 5 million.
I mean, are they professionally trained?
Yes, because now that's the need why we need to talk to civil defense.
You're talking about an association.
No, as an association, yes, we have men and women out there, over 5 million guards, and we have civil defense who is supposed to monitor us. But there's a whole lot of lapses here and there. Why do I say that? We are talking about insecurity in Nigeria.
Are the ones who will see sleeping on the gates everywhere part of this 5 million?
Well, somebody don't go there. In every 12, I always say there's always one person that will be a Judas. But the point here is that if out of that 5 million, we have 3 million that are really good and work with police. Today, we don't have a synergy between Nigerian police where, for example, I'm on your lane right now and I see anything, I can easily call the police.
There's
no synergy like that.
I know we're out of time.
So
because we would have been able to go back to what Chamberlain said, because it's not about having one in every 12. It's having 11 out of every 12. How effective this has been for some. You put a guard there. That was why we asked the question, the difference between a gate man who opens the gate for you and a security man.
Sulaiman, we are getting there. Don't forget that we use our money, personal money, to train, to buy the equipment, to do everything. If you have the police, we have the civil defense to assist. For example,
so your parting word for the schools now?
My parting word for the school is that we are available for them, to train them, to help them, to ask questions, but they must put security in the front burner.
Thank you, Richard Amoa, security consultants, for coming on today. And that's the show today. We thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Chamberlain Oso.
I'm Neil Tagbe. Do remember to be more security conscious.
Many thanks. I'm Sulaiman. I'll let us see you again.